Cool. Okay, now we're on course. No. Stay. Bus lane. No. What is going on, my friends? We've got something a little different on the docket today. Heads up and a forewarning for those who can't handle the view of FSD not doing something correctly, or you're worried that your stock might go down a few dollars on the day. You might not want to watch this video. I am specifically going to several spots where version 12 is struggling. So that way we can actually look at it, maybe speculate some ideas about what's going on, and also just so I can try to send that training data back to Tesla. So this first one, I'm going to go ahead and put in Great Maple real quick as just a sort of navigational point. You might recognize the direction we're going here. The entrance on the return trip of the Gauntlet to get back onto the 8 and then the 163. This entrance is, for whatever reason, invisible to FSD right now, which is really, it's weird. It's I was gonna say unique. It's interesting, all the above. So if you're watching this video and you're choosing to continue to watch this video, I appreciate you. Think about this as just scientific testing. We are not here to bash on FSD. We are here to see what happens. And here we go. Should go left lane here. It isn't. What? And we have the flooded sign, guys. Yo, just yesterday with customers, it failed this. That is interesting. What just happened? We have a successful highway entrance on the first try. But one try is not enough. I'm a scientist, my friends. We need repeatable results. 3 is not a big number, but 3 is the minimum that I'm gonna give this to perform as it is. And actually, on our way up, we might have the potential to try out another trouble spot on this route. We'll see. If you haven't watched the Gauntlet video, please do. It's awesome. Go into probably closer to like the 11-minute mark to get closer to this. Definitely after 10.5 minutes, that's when version 12 starts, because I did a direct comparison of 11 versus 12, and it's where we first saw the error that it made, which it did repeat with customers yesterday, and I did have that on video. That video is coming soon. I've been very fortunate to be able to compile a lot of content, so I'm trying to do daily uploads and, just bring everybody as much as I can. And I am super excited that I just prefaced y'all with, this is gonna be rough for some of you if you don't like what FSD makes mistakes, but that's great. It said, yeah, no, not today. We're gonna get this right. All right, here we go for round 2 on the highway entrance portion of the second Gauntlet, except this time we're actually navigating to the same spot where the gentleman went last night down in Little Italy, called Kettner Exchange, just to see if there's any difference in performance with a different navigational address, which I don't imagine why there would be. Just sort of experimenting. Interesting choice to turn the turn signal on there. That hasn't happened yet. I don't really know why it did that. But let's see. In the failure cases, it wasn't getting into the correct turning lane. I was planning to actually put it there during these tests to see what happens. But I would rather, where those cars are passing now, get into the left lane. This time, if it starts to execute this properly, I'm going to intervene and test the other way. Because, wow, yeah, no, it's doing it right. Okay, cool. So, in the Gauntlet video, if you remember, I took us down here, turned around to see if it, like where this Model 3 is coming in, if it would take this route, and it didn't. It didn't even get into this turning lane. So again, go check that out as a reference. We're gonna test that now and see. Based on that performance, I'm expecting this to be essentially solved as well. So I need the navigation to sort of reroute. Probably will have to happen after I go into these. That's where I turned around last time, this little sort of plaza hotel suites. Oy. Oh, that was low. I thought I was gonna scratch the underbelly of the car. We're good. All right, let me kill that, and we'll re-navigate. Hopefully it just points us back toward the 163. Yes, it did. Cool. So we are gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna activate it. Well, I guess mid-turn it didn't want me to. That's fine. There we go. Now we're activated. We are clear left. FSD's got to proceed. All right, cool. Now let's see if we get into this left lane, get on to the highway. If we do, if we follow this truck, then this problem somehow corrected itself. There it is. Oh, dancing a little bit, but we got into this lane. So something has happened. Yeah, I guess even in just the last 24 hours, somehow, where now maybe, this is a stretch, guys, and please, those of you who are more versed in software and everything, correct me in the comments. I want to be less wrong. But that feels like the car has witnessed me doing it and go, oh, that's how you get on the highway, and then we're good. Really excited there. So, I don't know. I mean, this seems solved. I'll let you guys know if it acts up again, but a 2 for 2 on both of those sides, I could do it one more time, but that's pretty solid. Yeah, I'll probably do it one more time, just to make sure. All right, here we go, coming around for round 3 for the highway entrance. Now, the first 2 times we did this, I just realized we were in chill mode, which I activated last night to start gathering some data on using chill mode. I have now switched this back to assertive, which I was using before. On the Gauntlet, it was average. I don't think this will have any meaningful impact on what it does here, but we'll see. I put it back on assertive, which it messed up last night with a customer. Oh, are we gonna... Oh, it's smoothly getting over. No turn signal that time. Assertive mode? Issues, maybe? I don't know. But hey, we did it! That's 3 for 3. I don't mind checking this off for 12.3 as being fixed. I'm curious as to what did happen, so please let me know in the comments down below and on X, and we'll speculate about this. And now I'm gonna head down into downtown, where I've had 2 other issues having to do with like a sweeping left. So we will see how that goes. Stay tuned. Here we go for test number 2. This was a failure condition on Customer Reactions episode 65. That should be up on the channel now and on X if you haven't seen it. Toward the end of the trip going into downtown. Everything else was great until we got to this sort of sweeping left here after the 6th Avenue exit off of 5 North. Now, we do not need to change lanes. I know it's being assertive and trying to get into a faster lane. Well, I'm gonna let it. We're gonna see how this behaves, because we got a little less than 2 kilometers before we actually get there. About a mile away now from the actual exit. Now, I will say that I threw the system at this turn again last night, randomly, and it worked. I failed to catch that on camera. That happened right before I turned the cameras on, because I then was able to go from this turn into our 3rd test phase today, which is the A Street to 11th issue with the 163 and the 5, which isn't as bad because you can actually turn left at both points there. Now we're trying to fight our way into 6th Avenue. This is where the assertive mode's kind of shot itself in the foot, because we need to actually be able to take this damn exit. Will we? If it's gonna slow down, it needs to slow down and get over. We have another person now getting into that lane. I don't know if we're gonna make it onto this exit. I might have to help it. Is he gonna let us over? Come on. Frickin' Californians, bro. Let us in. You don't need a honk, Mr. Impatient. Jeez. Anyway, part of the fun of the highway. Here we are, 6th Avenue. Now, will we successfully sweep over with everybody to the left here, or will we dance like in Custom Reactions episode 65? Pedestrians with a lot of crap next to them too. We need to follow into the left. Follow into the left. We are good. We got a really impatient Mercedes behind us. I'm watching him, which is why I'm not reacting so excitedly about the fact that we did just do that correctly. This guy, dude, my God, dude. I mean, it's like the second you get a Mercedes, you just think that you can do whatever the hell you want. Or a BMW. Alright, we're good. And the system's actually successfully staging for a right turn that is up and coming. And this guy's still behind me and now going around me. Just, what the hell, bro? You okay? You got so far. Good job. Anyway, I'm going to position us now to head to A Street for the Park Boulevard issue. I'm just going to clap to this guy. Good job, bud. Did so good. Did so good. Got so far. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and end this. Navigate to Great Maple. I don't have a good navigational spot, honestly, to get back where we need to go. It's another sweeping left up the 163 if it tracks the right path. So we'll go ahead and activate. We're just gonna watch FSD handle the mayhem downtown. This should be our left turn up here. Hopefully we don't get over too soon. Oh, mirrors are folding in because I used to charge at the supercharger down here on A Street. I haven't since because it's just, it costs money to park there and it's dumb and not really useful. Just haven't cleared that code yet. All right, we need to move. There we go. Awesome, we are in the far left lane, which is good because this lane will stay in this lane for testing purposes, Mew. Good job, buddy. This lane, sorry, will split into 2 lanes that up here will actually sweep to the left to take the 163 north. However, you can take a left in the lane where this Chevy is next to us, which can go 163 or the 5. This scenario was we were in this lane with customers, and as we were coming up to the sweeping left, the system conflicted with itself, I don't know, because it's not showing it on the maps here, and started to get really shaky, and I took over to prevent discomfort. You'll be able to see it opening up in front of us. Hopefully this truck is gonna spoil everything. Darn it. No, I want to be in this lane for the test. So I'm taking over there. The system is being really smart and trying to go around obstacles. So that's really good. The system is doing the right thing, and we would have been fine on that. I'm trying to reproduce this specific test though. So re-engaged, we need to stay in these lanes. No, don't get over to do this turn. Stay, all right, I'm gonna go one more lane over. I'm really fighting FSD here to see what happens with this turn. It's a specific stress test. It's trying to turn left up there where everyone else is, and that's okay. That's fine. The problem was it was trying to turn at the last minute with those customers at the split, which is why I did take over. Now the system seems to be smart enough to be like, yo, we need to be over there. All right, now let's see what happens. We need to follow the sweeping left. Let's see if it'll honor the left to what Chuck will often say. There we go, it is. All right, it is kind of being forced to take this. You go ahead, speed up and get around me if you're gonna do it, bro. Or sit there. That's all right. We're in assertive mode. FSD will handle it. So that's cool. It did stay in that left, but you saw how it was trying to get over to the right, which again, good thing. I like that it was able to do that. We're watching this person who wanted to really race in here. Good decel and get over. This is where all kind of comes together. Perfectly fine. Now we're gonna try to go back. Let's see if we can make the system do something crazy here and navigate back to this McDonald's. I want to see if I can make us take Quincy, which is a really kind of crazy little street. Yeah, there it is. I want us to take, is it Quincy Street? Yeah, cool. We'll take, actually, oh wait. There was another failure condition on Park Boulevard. We're gonna take that route instead. So, I'll leave FSD on to see how it handles this, and you guys can just kind of come along for the ride. And, those 2 failure conditions, I think, are resolved because the system knows to get to that right turn, to take the left to the 163. It was fighting me a lot. It really wanted to do that, which was really cool. And we're gonna now take Richmond to Park Boulevard for the 3rd customer failed disengagement. And it probably has already learned how to get around it. It's super exciting that a lot of these issues I had, without a point release, they've sort of self-corrected. And I've mentioned FSD kind of going through its teething phase because I am not well-versed enough in machine learning and software to really explain what might be happening, and I know a lot of you are. I've got a great audience of people on the software and data side that understand these things a lot better than I do at a higher level, and I love it because they can help the audience understand and educate me so I can say more accurate things. Because there was a time when I thought that it was learning in real time. You know, I've had to learn the actual process as we go. I'm a sponge for all this information, and I love it, and I like to be able to communicate it to the masses. That's why I appreciate everyone's feedback and keeping me as accurate as possible when I am talking about how it performs. I'm super impressed, man, super impressed, because that means that the 3 failures currently keeping us at a 91% success rate would now be successes. And that is really freaking cool. Oh, why are we in the bus lane? You're not supposed to be here. No. Cool, it's getting over now. It's like it recognized it goofed. That's good. Yes, cool. Okay, now we're on course. No. No. Stay. Bus lane. No. Actually, system is attempting to proceed into a bus-only lane. There we go. It's actually be helpful to the Tesla team. Alright, let's see. So right here, it is trying to get into this bus lane. Really annoying setup. I mean, to identify that as a bus lane and stay out of it to avoid going around all these people. Might have to put us on minimal lane change if it keeps trying to. So far, so good. And so this is the part where the bus would merge in with us. And we're going to come into a section up here with a lot of markings and people where they park. And on version 11, it wanted to jump over to the right, which was an issue. Version 12 did not do that with the customers on this run. I thought this might be a potential RoboTaxi failure condition, but it did okay. You can see now where the cars are coming up, where they're all parked. But last night it was completely open and empty, so I was worried the system would think it was just another lane, because it used to be. This all used to be a 2-laned road. It's really annoying that, you know, it's been condensed. I guess it's good for parking and cyclists and such, so, you know, I get it. That's fine. Some of these changes are maybe an inconvenience for me, but a greater convenience for everyone else. So it's okay. It's not all about me. I get it. Now we're heading into downtown again through Park Boulevard, and the actual failure condition I'll describe real quick is that they added cones like this for the bike lane at the end where the turn is, because they're doing this thing now, which I do think is pretty dumb. And I guess because people are too dumb to understand when they should go or not go on a cyclist or on a bicycle. Geez, sorry. And they've had to put like stoplights for cyclists that will move independently of this guy's in the bus lane too. It's funny. I wonder if he's on FSD. No, stop trying to get over. Lane change, cancel. It's also how you get back onto the highway, so it's sort of a usable exit. Stop it. System is trying to get into the bus lane again to go around traffic and follow the route. Hey, I might not say the most optimal thing when recording that. It is what it is. I'll try to be more accurate. Give me suggestions in the comments below, like some people have. It's fine. Annoying. Like, now we can actually get over. I'm going to put us over here. I didn't do any of this with the customers, which is great. It's just doing it today, which is not so great. Anyways, this turn up here was the actual failure because of where the cones are and the bike lane is, and it was trying to get over like in between the cones in the shoulder of the road, which is kind of funny. Can't do that. You'll actually see a couple of examples of it as we're coming up here, because it'll be the next turn, not this one. But you can see where the bike lane is and people are turning right. Well, this next one, this is obviously a no right turn, but that's what I'm talking about right there. We're stopping way too early, a little forward. So this segment is what caused a failure at the next turn, which you're about to see, because the system was trying to identify it as a turning lane when it's not. Now, admittedly, in that video, I did preemptively take over as I started to notice it messing up to keep my customers comfortable and feeling safe. I didn't give it a chance to try to figure it out, but see, it can't do. We're gonna figure this out now. He's gonna realize it too, unless he's actually pulling in here, which is fine. We can't. See? Yep. Nope. It would have been, and I just took over. Yes, because that was not supposed to happen. This little Kia behind me is probably like, what the F? We'll actually not pull through all the way. We'll just stop there. But yeah, so that was the failure condition because the vehicle attempted to make a maneuver that it can't do, obviously. Because we need to go here and turn, and I missed the chance to report that. I'm sorry. You know, slam me for it in the comments, like I'm sure some will. But yeah, it needed to make this turn. So hopefully, like with the other corrections, the system is maybe seeing that and will make that improvement. I will test this turn in a couple of days to see what happens. But that's pretty much all the testing points. I don't really see the need to hit that one. You know what? Let's actually, because this is a really quick one where I can just run a loop. So I'm going to do that real quick. We're going to hit this one 3 or 4 times and see what happens. Because I won't let it go as far as it did there. I did that just so nobody could say, yeah, but I bet it would have pulled out of there. No, sir. Surely did not. Alright, just to avoid all the renav stuff. Okay, there we go. Navigation's already corrected. Let's go ahead and activate it and see what happens. And as we go through it this time, I will voice report. I hope you guys appreciate this sort of testing. This is what I like to do on the more science and data side of things, is actually do the experiment. I'm not afraid to put the system through something where it's not going to do its best and worry about the perception of FSD. This is what it's all about, actually doing the hard testing. So one day we do have a system that handles it all, which I definitely think will happen. Actually, yeah, no, that's illegal. That's a turn lane, a double right turn lane. And we slowed down for them. I'm giving it some throttle just to push us there because they stopped. All right, now let's see. On round number 2, will the system do this right? All right, Mew, let's see what you've learned. Let's see what you've learned. Did you do it? Did you? Oh my God. Nuh-uh. It's a no turn on red. I'll likely have to intervene here. You can see the double, like, sorry, my brain with what just happened. So clipping this for X as like a positive edge case. Oh my gosh. And it's not going on red too, which is actually really freaking amazing. And you even have the green light now for people to, you know, their bikes and walking. My heart is racing right now with what just happened. Okay, we do need to go now. I'm nudging it just a little bit to move us along because downtown, impatient people. I'm going to take over here just to put us back on that course again at 11th. And whew, I felt like giddy in my chest with that. I hope that it's accurately conveyed to y'all. Holy shit. And this is going to be at the end of the video, so I hope everyone's watching to the end for the best part of testing. This is why I love it. To be able to witness these things in real time. And I wonder, because I know Meta and Wes will watch these, because you know they like to see this sort of thing in the testing side of it too, and a lot of you do. But Meta was talking about the clock rate. I might say that wrong, so we'll forget about that. Basically about like a 5-second memory. Definitely longer than 5 seconds here. I don't know what's going on. Please tell me, because I'm blown away. That was awesome. But let's see how we do again. That was really good. But is it like a consistent fix thing is what I wonder. Sort of a cheat here. We got the bus next to us so we can't get over. But there's no indication to even, it's not even flinching now. Is this real life? Is this the emergent behavior of an end-to-end neural net? Oh my God. What? I gotta do it again. I'm sorry. This video might be getting long, but this is what I freaking live for, dude. This is incredible. Failed customer trip. Failed for you guys epically. And now Mew is owning that corner. Like he's been doing it for 10 years. And like, oh yeah, bike lanes and stuff. I got this. This might be simpler than I'm making it out to be, because I don't have the depth of knowledge, but I do have over 1,300 hours of experience on the system and its behaviors and what it does, and this is not how version 11 and everything before handled things. I'm not even worried about this. It's really good with pedestrians and waiting and doing its thing around here. That's fantastic. And this is what I want to see. We don't have a bus here now. It's a wide open lane. All the opportunity to mess this up. But Mew in assertive mode too. Turn signal on. We know the path. Fucking incredible. I'm not even sorry for the language. Interesting little pause there. The bike lights might be throwing him off a little bit. You might have seen the post where the orange lights were sort of a weird issue on that early morning stop sign. But wow, guys, I can't even express my excitement right now. Holy shit. That is so impressive. I'm just gonna kind of head home and I'm gonna work on getting this video out as we're getting into rush hour. But I'm really taken aback right now. Like, that is awesome to see, like, a real-time correction. And that's all of my customer failure conditions corrected. Which is one of the reasons that I am confident that this will outperform 11.4.2, the 93% that it did, going forward with trips. The more it can learn and drive, and maybe, well, that camera heated up a bit too much. That hasn't happened in a good while. So, all right, for the tail bit of the thoughts, we're just on my forward camera, so apologies for the late audio there. I'm glad that camera lasted as long as it did. Thanks, big shout out to a follower of mine and a longtime advice giver, Ruben, who is on X and YouTube. He gave me some really good tips for just ways to optimize my video settings and my uploads. So hopefully this will be the first video that's on all of the changes. And yeah, we're gonna kind of grade it, make sure it came out right, but hope you guys enjoyed that. The audio tanked at the end there because my mic was a part of the camera that overheated, but the forward cam is still doing its thing. But that was incredible, man. I am truly blown away. I'm definitely gonna clip out a bit of that for X and such, for, you know, for the hype and excitement stuff. And the full test video will be out tomorrow as of recording this. Right now it is the 20th, so you'll see this on the 21st as part of my daily uploads. And man, how exciting. I think version 12, even with the wonkiness on the highways currently, that'll eventually all be part of the end-to-end neural net as well, is finally that step change we all hoped for. Man. Yeah, I gotta mentally process this. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you all in the next video.